Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Man, it is time for another Olight sale, and thanks to Olight, they sent us out some stuff to kind of check out and show you what's coming up. And today we're going to be taking a look at this guy. This is the Freeze 3 from Olight. Now, the cool thing about this is it's the first, well, they say O-fan, so fan-designed knife that they have done, which is really, really cool. I think that's pretty awesome. I think they may have done a contest on it. I'm not 100% sure. Like, you could submit a design and stuff, but it's really, really cool that they went with a design from someone who's been a loyal, Olight buyer, patron, however you want to put it. However you want to put it. But before I get started with the Freeze 3, I just want to remind you, with this sale, guys, this is your freebie. One of the little Gober, I hope I'm saying that, safety lights. These things are pretty cool. This is free just for signing into your account. You don't have to buy anything. Of course, it's while supplies last. And usually, if I've seen in the past, if like, say they run out of these, they substitute something else. Usually it's like one of the little i3E EOS or something like that. But starting off the sale, this is their freebie. And I'll be doing another video probably tomorrow on all the flashlights and stuff. We'll take a little bit in-depth, a little bit more in-depth look at one of these guys. But just wanted to get that out there. Now, the sale starts, well, hopefully when you're seeing this, it starts today, tonight, the 12th, for the VIP members. I believe that is Diamond and above. Goes from the 12th to the 14th, 8 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern. And then it opens up at 8 p.m. Eastern on the 14th for the general public, and it runs till 23:59. They don't say midnight. 23:59 on, that's 11:59 military time. Sorry, I forget that sometimes. On the 16th, so 11:59 Eastern time PM on the 16th. But let's take a look at this guy now. This is a really, really interesting knife. Now, it's got a pretty cool profile. I don't know about you, but I get sort of like a little like Derringer look when I look at the profile of this knife. You kind of got the whole front sight thing going on. That's kind of what I get from that, and I'm kind of digging that. I really am. I like that issue. Now, of course, you've got the blue and black on this one, G10 right there, which is cool. I know there's a couple people out there that'll like the look of that, definitely. Of course, you got a pop of blue there. And look at that pivot collar. Got some kind of milling going on, just to give it a little pop, a little flare. And then, of course, you've got a reversible pocket clip, which is very, very nice. Recessed pocket clip screws, again, and it's pretty deep carry. You might have just a tiny bit of that blue sticking out of your pocket when it's in there. Again, built very well. Everything is chamfered off very nice. No rough edges. No anything like that. Very, very well done. And once we get it up, we'll kind of show you the inside there. You've got some milling going on, weight relief and such. But overall, pretty darn cool. Now, it is a flipper, but you do have a pretty big fuller that you can reverse flick. I mean, you can get down on it and thumb roll it as well. Thumb flick it potentially. You gotta be pretty low on it. Ooh, there's a table. You gotta be pretty low on it to thumb flick, but definitely a flipper and a reverse flicker. Now, some of you guys I know can do it a whole lot better than I can, for sure. But check this out. Look at that Damascus blade, and it's really, really reflective. So you're gonna see lights, and oh hey, look, there's the vent. But it looks really cool. I like that pattern, trying to keep the vent out of the picture. Really cool OKnife, of course. There you go. It says Damascus there. You got the Freeze 3. There's your serial number. Now, from what I understand, there were 750 of these made. Now, I can't honestly tell you how that relates to how many they've made in the past, because I don't know, and I haven't asked. But Jane from Olight did tell me that there were 750 of these made. So they could go fairly quickly depending on the popularity of it. That's just kind of the way they do. Those VIPs, man, they jump on stuff. So hopefully there'll be some of these left. If you're really, really looking at getting one of these, I suggest you get on the site as soon as it's possible for you and look to see if they're available. That's the best thing I can say. But we'll get you some specs here, and we'll take a look at that from now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Man, they say official is 8.8, and they aren't. That's no bull, man. This is almost a 9-inch knife. Your handle open is looking to be right about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches. 5 inches on the handle. And then, of course, you're looking at about a 3.8-inch blade. Definitely got that forward finger choil there for choking up on it, which is nice. That cleaver kind of razor style blade with that big fuller. It's a little different, but I like it. And like I said, this just, and even open, if you kind of look at it, this just gives me a Derringer look to it, which I think is kind of cool. And if you're not familiar with a Derringer, it's a small, usually two-barreled little, pistol, I'll say it. We'll see if I get flagged for it. But yeah, I just dig that look overall. And there again, like I said, a 5-inch handle. I've got a lot of room left over. What is the total grip length? Let me give you that. Point to point, I mean, it's right about 4 1/4 in my 3 3/4 inch hands. So yeah, I mean, I have plenty of room. And then if you choke up, oh my goodness. Yeah, there's pretty much room for days on this knife. So those of you larger handed folks, there you go. I'm finally showing you a knife that's a little bit bigger. I know I tend towards the smaller knives. I get it. But here's some size comparison. Here it is against the PM2. Obviously, let's get there you go. Pretty much lined up there. It's definitely bigger than the PM2. Definitely a bigger knife than, oh man. All right, we're going to put the bug out up there. So kind of might dwarf the bug out a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. But as you can see, definitely a good size knife. Let's get a weight on it. It does have some heft to it, without a doubt. A little bit bigger knife. That big old blade, too. 5.4. Yep. Definitely has some weight to it. It's not crazy or anything like that. 154 grams for our overseas friends. And then, of course, we'll double check our carry look there. So, yeah, just a little bit of that blue sticking out there. Not a lot, but a little. So, overall, what do I think of the Freeze 3? Well, the look, I'm digging. I just dig the look of that blade. The blue and black, it looks really good together. You know, our good friend Zach, Casey, both of them love the blue look. Zach really likes the blue and black, and absolutely right there. But in hand, it is super comfortable. Now, for me, size-wise, the clip is pretty good for me. As you can see there, it does hit me kind of right here, but it's actually kind of in a crease in my hands, so it really doesn't affect my grip at all. Now, if I had a larger hand and go back on it, maybe, you know, but for me, being so far forward like I am, the clip is not an issue. It does stand up a little high, as you can see there, without a doubt. So, you know, for those of you with larger hands, could be a thing. I'm really, you know, I'm trying to get my hand, you know, this is a natural position for my hand. So, yeah, I can definitely feel it back there. Would I call it a hot spot? Well, it's kind of hard to say, honestly, because it's just not a natural grip for me. But for some of you, it could be. It could be. I really can't honestly say, because it's so unnatural for me, because this part of the handle right here is hitting me different. If I go my normal grip, it's not an issue. And then choking up, yeah, that just pretty much completely takes it out of the equation. So nothing too bad there. Oh, I was going to show you you see, you do have some milling going on in there. So you do have a little bit of weight reduction. Could there have been more? Maybe, you know. I mean, I guess, you know, maybe back here a little further, but, you know, I'm not a structural engineer either, so that's not my forte, but it's possible. It's possible they could have been just a little bit more, but even so, you know, I'm not sure they would have got it below 5. It just doesn't look like there's enough. And they aren't very thick. The liners aren't huge liners. They're a little thick, but they're not bad. So let's check out. Centering is good. Centering is definitely good. Lockup, what are we looking at? I'm seeing about a third, 35% maybe. Good, solid lockup. No wiggle, no wobble, nothing like that. Not on this one. You do have some jimping up there, which my thumb in my natural position lands on just fine. Not an issue. There again, choking up. My thumb gets a little bit forward, but it's still catching a good portion of my thumb right there, as you can see. So, very cool. The one thing I will point out on this one is my detent is kind of light. The detent on this one, it goes open. It'll swing. I mean, once you get that big blade moving, it'll go, but it is a little light. If I shake it, it will come open. That's a big chunk of steel. So, you know, there's that. Got to point it out. But a good flip will bring it open. Let me try. See? I mean, I'm not pushing very hard, and it breaks, and it comes fully open. There you go. It's a little slow, though. A little slow. But overall, I don't know. Now, normally, is this a knife that's in my wheelhouse? Not really. I mean, I do like some cleaver blades, and absolutely nothing wrong with it. I'm just not sure it fits into my preference. You know what I mean? I do like the look of that, though. I do like the way the blade kind of makes it look like a little derringer. That is kind of cool. That is kind of winning me over. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Good, solid knife, plenty of cutting edge. Oh, what is the cutting edge? Just over 3, if I'm not, yeah, just over 3. So did pretty well on a little bit of rope that I used it on. And when I say a little bit, I used it, tried it out, it came with a pretty good edge, but as you guys know, these knives that get sent to me, I usually give them away, so I want somebody to get a pretty decent knife at the end of this. So, very cool. What do you think? What are you guys' thoughts? What are your thoughts on the Freeze 3? Wow, I didn't even realize that I've been sitting here talking about this thing for almost 13 minutes. Wow, okay. Time flew, evidently. But yeah, what do you think, guys? Let me know down in the comments your thoughts on it. Like I said, this one will be available starting for VIP members tonight, the 12th, at 8 p.m. Eastern. And it'll run, that portion of the sale will run till 8 p.m. on the 14th. And then 8 p.m. Eastern on the 14th is when it opens up to the general public. Keep an eye out. I'll show you some of the flashlights. Probably, I'll put these videos probably back to back. So I'll show you some of the new flashlights that they're coming out with for the St. Patrick's Day sale. And they've got a couple other little specials that we'll talk about as well. And don't forget, freebie, just for signing into your account. And of course, yes, I am an affiliate for Olight. So do me a favor, if you're thinking about shopping, think about using my affiliate link. It's down in the description. Plus, I do have a 10% coupon code. JBEDC, that's down there as well. Now, that only applies to non-sale items. So if you find something that's not on sale on the March, and on the St. Patrick's Day sale, at least you can get 10% off using that code. So thanks a lot, guys. Always appreciate you. Thanks again to Olight for giving me the opportunity to show you guys what's coming up on this sale. And as always, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Till next time. I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.